Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Amy Marietta, and today I'm going to be going over journaling and manifesting. It's something that's been requested a lot on my Instagram and TikTok, so I wanted to finally go over it because I'm really passionate about it and I really think it changes people's lives. I know it changes people's lives. So let's get to it. So I have multiple different journals that are for different things. The first one that I start with in the morning is the 5-minute journal, and I like to start with the 5-minute journal because it has prompts already. It has a quote, and then you list 3 things you're grateful for, and then what would make today great, daily affirmations. Then at nighttime you go back and you talk about 3 amazing things that happened today and how could I have made today even better. They can be big or small. Some examples are: I'm grateful for my health and body, my lover and friends, my family, being able to do what I love. Coffee, cat videos, AirPods, Pinterest, morning sex, vegan restaurants, good candles, Instacart, the Obamas, the Container Store, yoga, my manager, California, books, sunny days, conspiracy theories. You can be grateful for whatever you want. Just name 3 things you're grateful for, big or small. And then go down to what would make today great. Maybe it's doing something nice for someone else, finishing your to-do list, finishing your work, move your body, exercise a little bit, run errands, grocery shopping, do your laundry, create, have fun, film a YouTube video. So those are just for me. You gotta figure out what's gonna make you happy and what's gonna make your day great. And then daily affirmations. I am strong and successful. I'm happy. I'm independent. I'm excited about everything coming my way and all the opportunities. I am good at making smart decisions. I'm always growing and full of creative ideas, motivated. So basically this is just part of the manifesting. You're putting it out into the universe, you're claiming it. It starts your day off with a strong positive tone. Some of the quotes that I really like, there was one: every individual matters. Every individual has a role to play. Every individual makes a difference. Jane Goodall. I'll show you my most recent. You get the idea. So 5-minute journal, I'll link this below, but highly recommend. The next journal that I have is my daily to-do list. It's pretty basic. It's just one of these. I'll write the date up here and then I scratch everything off because it feels so great to cross things off your to-do list. But here, I'm a big time block person, so on here I'll put like today from 9 to 12, edit a YouTube video from 12 to 12:30, catch up on emails, schedule out my Instagram for the week. So just like time blocking your day into sections. Always be a little more generous because you will probably take a little more time than you think. At least that's how it is for me. And then crossing them off when you're done. So this is like my daily journal that just keeps me on track of my life stuff. And I'll schedule out my week too. I'm a big list person and I really believe that lists help you stay organized, and I don't know, there's something about physically writing it out too. In addition to this, I use my to-do list on my notes on my phone just so I have, a backup I can carry everywhere with me as well. Then we have the Black Book. This is my favorite journal. This one has kind of my whole life in it, and I go through different, this is like my 3rd one of these, and I usually also tape things into it. I'm gonna go over this one first and then show you my old one. This is my 2020 journal. I got a new one this year because I ran out of space on my other one. This is my other one, which I'll go over in a second, but I filled it to the max. So here I have my goals page. It's just personal. I have these questions that are kind of just to remind me, I think a really important thing about journaling is it makes you think about what your passions are, and it helps you live like a more purposeful life and a more passionate life, because I think it's really important to wake up every day and be like, oh, I'm excited to, whatever it is, just be excited to do it and have like that zest for life. It might take you some time to figure out what it is you like to do. For me, it definitely took a little bit of time, but I had a lot of fun exploring and experimenting and trying different things to see what it was that made me happy. And for me, it's creating. I finally found something where it was something that made me happy, was beneficial to others, and helps inspire others as well. So just finding something where it checks those boxes. I'll read you some of the questions. So what did I do today that I'm proud of? How can I help others? What can I do to help me grow? What am I looking forward to? How can I achieve my goals? So every day, just kind of reminding yourself in the morning, think big picture, think long term, then take the steps progress toward that. But in this book I have like my 5-year plan, my 1-year plan, my 1-month plan, all the way down to my daily plan. You see things big picture and then you take small steps every day to get to that big picture. I also have things on here like places to travel to. Next I want to go to Portugal, Morocco, Peru, Sedona. What else? I have doodle pages. So then I break it down by month, and this is kind of what it's like. So for June, you know, usually I have post-its on here, but I take them off when I finish. And then I'll have like goals, make a certain amount, move, make 5 YouTube videos this month, post every day, get Pinterest up to 1 million impressions, 100 squats a day, sell through my scarf stock, manifest every day. I did all of those, but it was also the worst month of my life. Yeah, what a year this has been. And then we go on to July and August, and these have been a lot better. I've grown a lot in many ways. And then we have September, which I haven't planned out yet, but you know, I want to do certain YouTube videos. That's what these are. And then in a couple days, I'll finish filling this in and kind of scheduling out my month to achieve my overall goals. And then I have my therapy page, which I'm not going to show you, but journaling is also really therapeutic, and you can get through a lot of emotions by writing them down on paper. There's just something therapeutic about expressing yourself, and this isn't for anyone else to read, it's just for you. I think that it's great to look back on and see how much you've grown. This was therapeutic. I really want to microdose soon. I haven't taken shrooms in a while, so this was when I was like really going through it. I like these a lot. Doodles, very therapeutic, just putting your mind on something else other than living in your own head, because I think that's what causes a lot of anxiety, is we just live in our own head instead of either talking to someone about it or writing it out, or therapy. Just a reminder. So that was a really rough period. I went through a lot of really personal things. Then I got into a really happy time, which I wrote about here, and that's just life, ups and downs. Let's keep going. Oh, full moon. So then there was a full moon. So I wrote down a lot of my intentions, because full moons and new moons are really good for setting intentions. I don't know if you're really into astrology, but I am. I love Susan Miller. AstrologyZone.com is the best. She's always so accurate, and it puts me in a really hopeful, positive mood. She's the best astrologer, so check her out if you're into it. Some of my intentions, because a lot of people ask me, what are some things that you write about? I don't know how to start, so I'm going to give you some examples. I'm freeing myself of fear and negativity. I'm setting myself up financially. I'm releasing all that does not serve my highest, greater good. I have inner peace and am growing spiritually. I don't need validation from others. I welcome growth. I welcome abundance. I welcome transformation. I'm on the right path. The universe is working with me to accomplish all my dreams in the near future. That is really important. It's really important to remember that the universe is working with you, and if something's not working out, it might seem like that in the moment, but later you're going to realize, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm really happy that that happened. Breakups, with friendships going sour, with family members. Every experience in life is going to make you a stronger person. It's just important that when you're in the thick of it, to think about, just remember, this too shall pass. Those are some of them. So this one's really new. I just got this on Amazon, but I love this one so much, and it means a lot to me. And then we'll go through this guy. So this was like, this has a lot in here. This one was more colorful. I need to find my markers. A lot of doodles. This was when I was moving from LA to New York. Art. This reminds me of Palm Springs. I should make this into a silk scarf. This is my ex-boyfriend. We're friends now, so no hate. This is cute to look back on. Like, that's so funny to me. Such an artist. My Christmas list is in here. I went through a really big macaroon phase. I'm over it, thank God. Then when I lived in downtown LA when I was 18, I had like my roommate, Jenna, we went to high school together, and we had our to-do list of like places and restaurants we wanted to go check out, and you know, not bars, I was 18. So young and naive. This was my first time in Miami, Sunset and Gower. I was on a TV show, so I saved this. This was my 18th birthday. I went to a Kings game. My dad got me a box, and it was so fun. Yeah, good memories. This my dad sent to me because he always sends me really inspirational emails. This one is life lessons to live by. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Life is too short to waste time hating anyone. Don't take yourself so seriously. No one else does. Pay off your credit cards every month. You don't have to win every argument. Agree to disagree. Cry with someone. It's more healing than crying alone. Shout out to my dad for being such a great dad. Cards for my grandparents. So cute. They always sign it their name and their dog. So keeping sweet little things like that. So this is my ex-boyfriend. and his brother. This was high school. It's my mommy. This my best friend got me in Hawaii. This is my basic bitch phase. I love you more than lattes. We all have a basic bitch phase, I don't care. And then I have like my dad's quotes. Success is waking up in the morning and bounding out of bed because there's something out there that you love to do, that you believe in, that you're good at, something that's bigger than you, and you can hardly wait to get at it again. Whit Hobbs. What a guy. I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everybody. Bill Cosby. Not that we really like Bill Cosby, but you know what I mean. Still a good quote. Successful people are always looking for opportunities to help others. Unsuccessful people are always asking, what's in it for me? Brian Tracy. These are all things that shaped my mentality, and that's why I think reading is so important. I'll do a video on what books I recommend because I do think it's really important. Anyways, here I have more lists like New York apartment, what I needed for it. I used to be really shallow and think that I needed like, you know, a Gucci bag, a Louis bag, and then once I got all of those, I realized, wow, I need to set some bigger goals, more purposeful goals than something that's material. At the end of the day, it's so much more important to wake up passionate about doing something rather than buying something. Unless it's a house. That's like the only thing where it brings more value because you're gonna like build the home. You get what I mean. I saved a lot of campaigns where I just liked them. These are so old. And I always save fortune cookie things. These ones are just from Panda Express, but it says you will step on the soil of many countries. And that I have, my friend. If the odds are good, take the risk you've been considering. I've also done that. Usually, you know, I mean, it works out. In the end, it works out. Here's my New York list. There's just a lot of restaurants. I went to literally all these and I kept adding. But I also lived there for 4 years, so I had time. Goals 2012. Literally accomplished all except 2 of them out of 20. Manifesting works, writing it down. My 20th birthday week, wrote down what I did. I have blogging ideas. Now I do YouTube ideas. Travel the world. This was my old travel list. Still haven't gone to everywhere on here, but I can mark some of these off. Paris, for my 21st birthday, I wrote all the places I wanted to go to. This is just a little note from my dad. He said, enjoy the granola bars, love Dad. He makes the best homemade granola bars, and when I moved to New York, he made them for me and shipped them. So sweet. I had like my outfits planned for my first fashion week. It was like the first fashion week where I was paid to go cover it for a magazine, which was one of my dreams. Here we have Italian. If I ever need to brush up on it, it's my, you know, favorite words. I have like fashion week tickets in here, more quotes. This is from when I went to Belize with my family. Doodles. So my first job, I worked for Di Serono. It wasn't my first job, but like my first big girl job when I moved to New York. I worked for Di Serono. I wasn't even 21 yet, and Di Serono's an Italian, it's alcohol. I did their social media for the US, but I loved that job. It was so awesome. They were so nice. And then when I went to Milan, I met up with them in person. It was just awesome. Notes from my best friends. The place I got this tattoo, NYC Inc. I know it was right by the comedy club in New York in West Village. Yeah, just like tickets and stuff. Some money. I take in money from different countries I go to. A lot of flights. Harrods when I went to London for Fashion Week. I went to Malta by myself, and this was the hotel I stayed at, Corinthia. FIT. That's the college I went to. Capri stuff. This is where I got my favorite perfume, Carthusia. And then I moved to Miami, and I have my Miami list. The restaurants, hotels, adventures I want to go on. Music festival stuff. Buying lottery tickets. My first time at 11. It's a strip club in Miami. Good times. Coachella. I don't know what year. Oh, 2016. Anytime I've gone to Coachella, it's been for work. Elephant Nature Park. This was one of my life-changing experiences. It inspired me to make one of the scarves for my silk scarf line that I have. And then we donate a percentage of profits to the Elephant Nature Park, where they help rehabilitate elephants and they give them a happy life. Please don't ever ride an elephant. It's just a really horrible and corrupt business, and they have to torture the elephants before they would let humans ride them. So do not ever go to one of those places, please. It's something I'm really passionate about. This is from when I went to Cambodia, Vietnam, more kind of vibe pages. Yeah, so that's this book, just kind of personal things. It's so important to start your day off with gratitude. That's a really important part of journaling, is waking up and instead of focusing on any of the negatives that are going on, just wake up with a good attitude. And if you're putting out good energy, then good energy is going to come back. That's just the way the world works. If you wake up negative, you're going to have a negative day. And if you wake up positive, you'll see more positives throughout the day. Give it a shot of switching your mindset. It's going to take some time to retrain, but one big recommendation that worked for me was watching The Secret. Listened to it in high school. There was CDs then, so I listened to the CDs. I used to listen to that like on my way to school. That changed my life. But now you can just watch on the Netflix documentary and then also read. I have the book somewhere, but I'm reading Hero, which is a sequel to The Secret. So that's it for my manifesting and journaling video. If you guys have any questions, ask them down below. And I'll probably do a follow-up to this because I don't feel like I really got to cover everything in depth, but I just did talk a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.